What's up? My name is Palac, and today I want to walk you through a conditioning drill you can do using the heavy bag. The drill that I like the most is a high-intensity interval training drill that you can utilize with the heavy bag. For beginners, I like to start out with 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And the way that I time anything is using a timer on my iPhone. It's called the Boxing iTimer. It's a free app on iTunes Store. So you go into the iTunes Store and just type in Boxing iTimer. And the reason that I really like the bag for conditioning drills, especially for beginners and for more advanced boxers, is because it's both an aerobic and anaerobic workout. By aerobic meaning that you're going to use your entire cardiovascular system because you're going to be huffing and puffing while you're hitting this bag. And an aerobic workout because your muscles are creating contact with the bag and coming back and forth, so there's a lot of musculature that's being used while you're hitting the bag. And the difference between the conditioning that I was taught to do and some of the other conditioning drills that other people do is I'm not about standing in one spot and just hitting the bag. What I like to do is move around the bag, so move in a circle around the bag. Because if you're in a boxing ring, you don't want to stay in one spot and trade punches. The other thing is I get full extension out of my punches. I try and get as much extensions out of my punches and as much hip rotation when I throw these punches. I'm not aiming for power, but I'm aiming for speed. And while I'm aiming for speed instead of power, I'm trying to get full extension out of my punches and full rotation out of my body. And the other thing is, I want to concentrate on the right form. So my hands aren't dropping, I'm not coming down from here with my punches, I'm moving around and I'm not leaning forward. So those are the three things that I believe if you're going to do a conditioning drill, make sure that you're moving around the bag. Because not only does it help you carry over that into the boxing ring, but it also helps you burn a couple extra calories. Number two, I like to get full extension in the punches and full hip rotation when I'm punching, so that I can carry that over into the boxing ring or into a training session. And number three, I focus on the correct technique. I don't want to be leaning forward and putting all the weight into my bag, and then if the bag moves, I lose my balance. I don't want to bring my hands back down when I'm punching. So I focus on correct technique when I'm doing the high interval training with the heavy bag. So the conditioning drill that I'm going to do today is targeted at beginners. If you're not a beginner, you would just add time to your conditioning. So this will go 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. And so what I'll start with is my first interval will be nothing but a jab. My second interval will be nothing but a straight left hand. My third interval will be nothing but 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then repeat that process again. So my fourth interval will be a jab, my fifth interval will be a straight left hand, and then my sixth interval will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then repeat that, repeat that, repeat that. So I have 15 rounds, 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Let's do this. what I wanted to walk you through is a simple conditioning drill that you can implement into any one of your training sessions. Doesn't take a lot of time. Today I did 15 rounds of 15 seconds on and 15 seconds off with a total time of 7 minutes and 35 seconds. When you're focusing on doing a conditioning drill, make sure you're moving around the bag. As you've seen in my video, I moved around the bag the entire time. The other thing you want to do is make sure you're getting full extension out of your punches and that you're not shortening up your punches and staying really close to the bag. Try and get full extension on the punches because you want to get as much bang for your buck and as much conditioning and exertion of your body and your cardiovascular system while you're doing this drill. And the other thing that I want to stress is vary the pace. You've seen that I changed what I did on each interval. So for the first interval, all I did was throw a jab. Second interval, all I did was throw a left hand. Third interval, what I did is just throw 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and repeated that process through the 15 rounds. The reason I like varying things is because you don't get bored, you don't feel stagnant, and you have something to look forward to because you're not doing the same thing repetitively over and over for your conditioning drill. If you liked this video or if you didn't like this video, let me know down below.